In a world where the noise never seems to stop, where we're bombarded with opinions, expectations, and the ever-present demand to keep pace, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But what if I told you that the challenges we face today, stress, confusion, and the search for meaning, are not new? Over 2 millennia ago, ancient Stoic philosophers encountered the same struggles, pondering the very questions of identity and purpose that we grapple with now. The remarkable thing is, their wisdom has not only survived but remains profoundly relevant in our modern lives. Remarkable, isn't it, that the wisdom from so long ago still carries profound significance in our fast-paced modern world? Today, we're delving deep into the Stoic way of life, revealing timeless insights that can help us navigate the chaos of the 21st century with grace, resilience, and deep inner peace. Whether you're dealing with stress, searching for meaning, or simply curious about a philosophical approach to life that has endured through the ages, you're in the right place. Together, we'll explore how Stoicism is not just a collection of ideas, but a practical guide for living more fully, authentically, and calmly. And if you're ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery and timeless wisdom with us, make sure to subscribe. Remember, every part of this content is designed with you in mind, so don't skip any section. Each moment brings you closer to becoming a more stoic, resilient version of yourself. Number 1. Be honest. Honesty is often viewed as a simple act of telling the truth, but in reality, it goes far deeper. Imagine a life where every action and word you express is a true reflection of your innermost values and beliefs. This level of integrity is what Stoicism invites us to explore, a profound alignment between our external selves and our inner truth. Such harmony isn't just about morality, it's about living a life that feels whole and genuine. The peace that comes from knowing your actions are authentic, not just a facade, is immeasurable. Epictetus, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, emphasized that honesty isn't just a moral obligation, it's a practical one. Deceit traps us in a never-ending cycle of lies, forcing us to remember falsehoods, cover our tracks, and live in constant fear of being exposed. It's a burden that weighs heavily on the mind and soul. In contrast, honesty is liberating. It frees us from the exhausting web of deception, allowing us to live with ease, clarity, and simplicity. But the impact of honesty doesn't stop there. It transforms our relationship with others, and perhaps more importantly, with ourselves. By being honest about our strengths, flaws, and desires, we create space for genuine growth and self-acceptance. It's like clearing away the mental clutter to make room for peace, understanding, and authentic connections with those around us. However, embracing honesty is far from easy. It demands courage and vulnerability. It means acknowledging our mistakes, confronting our weaknesses, and accepting the consequences of our actions. But the rewards, trust, respect, and a clear conscience are beyond measure. So how do we cultivate this vital virtue in our daily lives? It starts with small, deliberate steps. Be transparent in your interactions. Reflect on your day and recognize the moments where you might have strayed from honesty. Ask yourself why and consider how you can improve. Remember, honesty is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to a life of serenity and deep meaning. Number 2. Be patient. Marcus Aurelius viewed patience not merely as passive waiting, but as an active engagement with whatever life presents. To him, patience was like a shield, allowing us to transform life's challenges into opportunities for growth in endurance and tranquility. Consider this. When you're caught in traffic, rather than succumbing to frustration, what if you embraced the moment? You can't change the speed of the cars ahead, but you can change how you experience the situation. Perhaps by enjoying your favorite music, diving into an audiobook, or simply allowing yourself a rare moment of introspection. This shift in perspective doesn't alter the traffic itself, but it can transform a source of stress into a moment of unexpected peace. Similarly, when you encounter a difficult person, what if, instead of reacting with irritation, you responded with patience? By taking a moment to understand their perspective, recognizing that their behavior often stems from their own struggles, you can approach the situation with calm and composure. This doesn't mean tolerating poor behavior, but it does mean managing it thoughtfully, often leading to more positive outcomes for everyone involved. In the Stoic tradition, patience is about embracing the present moment, no matter how challenging, and seeing obstacles not as deviations from the path, but as integral parts of it. Each instance of impatience is an opportunity to practice, to deepen your understanding of Stoicism, and to cultivate a peaceful mind. But how do we nurture this patience in our daily lives? It begins with awareness, recognizing when impatience begins to arise. In that moment, pause, take a deep breath, and recall Marcus Aurelius and others who faced far greater challenges with dignity and patience. Another practical approach is to adjust your expectation. Often, impatience comes from things not going as planned. But by reminding ourselves that we cannot control everything, only our reactions, we can set more realistic expectations and find peace in life's unpredictable flow. Each test of patience is not a hindrance, but an opportunity to grow stronger. Like a muscle that builds with exercise, your capacity for patience expands every time you choose it over frustration. And the rewards, a calmer mind, reduced stress, and a reputation for being composed and thoughtful, even in the face of adversity. Number 3. Tune out the haters. In today's world, it feels like negativity surrounds us at every turn, whether it's on social media, in the news, or even in our daily conversations. Constant barrage of criticism and negativity, often from people who seem determined to bring others down, can be overwhelming. However, it's important to remember that we don't have to let these forces dictate our happiness. Marcus Aurelius, great Stoic philosopher, often wrote about maintaining inner peace amidst external chaos. He introduced the idea of the inner citadel, a fortress within each of us that no external negativity can penetrate unless we allow it. This concept is deeply empowering because it reminds us that we have the ability to create and protect a space of calm and tranquility within ourselves, no matter how turbulent the world around us may be. So how can we fortify our inner citadel and tune out the haters? First step is recognizing what is within our control and what isn't. We can't control what others say or do, nor can we stop the harsh comments or rumors they may spread. But what we can control is our response. We can choose not to engage, not to internalize their negativity, and most importantly, not to let it disrupt our inner peace. Another powerful Stoic strategy is to reflect on the motives behind the negativity. Often, those who lash out are wrestling with their own inner turmoil, insecurities, or pain. While this doesn't justify their behavior, it can help us approach the situation with compassion rather than anger. It allows us to see their negativity as a reflection of their own struggles, not something we need to take on ourselves. Mindfulness also plays a crucial role in maintaining our inner citadel. When faced with negativity, take a moment to pause, breathe, and remind yourself that this negativity is temporary. It will pass. You don't have to let it overshadow your entire day or mood. By staying present and grounded, you can keep your inner peace intact. Additionally, it's important to surround yourself with positivity. Engage with uplifting content, spend time with supportive people, and fill your environment with things that bring you joy and calm. Remember, you have the power to curate your own life experience. By choosing to focus on the positive and letting the negativity slide by, you strengthen your inner citadel. Tuning out the haters isn't about becoming indifferent or building emotional walls. It's about consciously deciding where to focus your energy and attention. It's about preserving your inner peace and strength so that you can navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Number 4. Stop comparing yourself to others. We often find ourselves caught in the trap of scrolling through social media, comparing our lives to the highlight reels of others, and inevitably feeling like we don't quite measure up. This constant comparison can be exhausting and disheartening, but the Stoics offer us a powerful remedy. Focus on your own journey, your own growth, and your own achievement. The wisdom of the Stoics reminds us that the only meaningful comparison is with who we were yesterday, not with someone else today. This perspective is incredibly liberating when you let it sink in. Imagine breaking free from the relentless cycle of looking over your shoulder, worrying about what everyone else is doing, and feeling inadequate. The Stoics encourage us to view our path as uniquely our own, filled with its own set of challenges, triumphs, and lessons. By embracing this mindset, you not only honor your individual journey, but also cultivate a sense of self-worth that doesn't depend on external validation. But how can we apply this Stoic wisdom in a world that constantly urges us to compare and compete? Begins with mindfulness. Start by noticing when you're making comparisons. Feel that twinge of envy or self-doubt when you see someone else's success or happiness. Instead of letting it consume you, acknowledge it, and then gently remind yourself that your path is different, and that's perfectly okay. Next, make it a habit to celebrate your own achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Did you overcome a challenge at work? Did you offer a kind word to a stranger? Did you take time for self-care? These are all victories worth acknowledging. By celebrating your own progress, you reinforce the idea that your journey is meaningful and valuable. Another powerful Stoic practice is reflecting on your personal growth. Take time to look back at where you were a year ago, 5 years ago, or even 10 years ago. Recognize the progress you've made, obstacles you've overcome, and the wisdom you've gained. This reflection not only boosts your self-esteem, but also deepens your appreciation for your unique journey. And remember, the Stoics didn't define achievements solely in terms of career success or material gain. They valued wisdom, virtue, resilience, and inner peace. So when you measure your progress, consider these deeper, more meaningful markers of growth. Are you more patient than you were before? More compassionate? More resilient? These are the achievements that truly reflect your growth as a person. Number 5. Cherish your loved ones. In the rush of our daily routines, it's all too easy to become consumed by the endless to-do lists and the pursuit of personal ambition. Yet, Stoicism, with its deep understanding of the human experience, gently pulls us back to what truly matters, the connections we share with the people we love. While Stoicism is often associated with self-discipline and resilience, at its core, it is profoundly concerned with community and relationships. The Stoics recognize the fleeting nature of our time on earth and the importance of cherishing every moment we have with those we hold dear. They urge us to live in the present, to fully appreciate the here and now, and to value the people who bring meaning and joy into our lives. But how can we apply this wisdom, especially when life's demands pull us in so many directions? It begins with mindfulness, making a deliberate effort to be truly present when we are with our loved ones. This means not just hearing, but truly listening when they speak, engaging with them fully and showing through our actions that they matter to us. Gratitude is another cornerstone of Stoic practice. It's about expressing appreciation to our loved ones, not only in grand gestures, but in the small, everyday moments that define our relationships. Simple thank you, a heartfelt note, or a kind word can convey immense value, acknowledging the important role that person plays in our lives. Expressing love, too, is a vital part of Stoic practice, and it can take many forms, tailored to the individual and the relationship. It might involve spending quality time together, offering support during tough times, or celebrating joys and successes together. In the Stoic view, love is active and engaged. It's about showing up for the people we care about and being there in the moments that matter. Perhaps the most important aspect is making time for our loved one. In our busy lives, it's easy to let relationships take a back seat, assuming that people will always be there. But the Stoic understanding of life's impermanence reminds us to prioritize these relationships. Carve out time for those who matter most, even when there are countless other demands on our attention. Cherishing our loved ones means recognizing the irreplaceable role they play in our lives and honoring that with our time, attention, and affection. It's about nurturing those bonds, understanding that they are the true sources of richness and meaning in our existence. Life is a journey best shared with those we hold dear. So cherish every moment, embrace every opportunity to show love, and never underestimate the profound power of simply being present. Number 6. Care less about people's opinion. Isn't it fascinating how often we find ourselves caught in the web of others' opinions, allowing their judgments to shape our sense of self? We sometimes sacrifice our peace of mind and happiness in a futile attempt to conform to the expectations others set for us. But what if we took a step back and embraced the wisdom of the Stoics? Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, spoke extensively about the futility of seeking external approval. He challenges us to question this deep-seated desire to please others and encourages us to break free from the chains of external validation. Imagine how liberating it would be to understand that the only approval that truly matters is your own. Consider this. When the day ends and you lay your head on your pillow, it's your thoughts that linger, not the opinions of others. Why not ensure those thoughts are reflections of your true self, aligned with your values and action? Envision the freedom of living authentically, unburdened by the ever-changing opinions of others or the latest trends. So how can we begin to care less about what others think? It starts with a deep understanding and reaffirmation of your values. What do you truly believe in? What principles guide your life? When your actions align with your core beliefs, you cultivate a sense of peace and authenticity that no external approval can replicate. Embracing your uniqueness also has the added benefit of attracting the right people into your life. Those who value and respect you for who you genuinely are, rather than who they expect you to be. It's about quality, not quantity. A few meaningful relationships, grounded in mutual respect and understanding, are far more fulfilling than chasing the fleeting approval of many. Remember, people's opinions are just that, opinions. They are subjective, ever-changing, and often reveal more about the person expressing them than about you. As Marcus Aurelius wisely reminds us, the only constant and true validation comes from within, from living a life in harmony with your values and principles. By focusing on what truly matters to you, you can navigate life with confidence, free from the need for external validation. Number 7. Don't take things personally. We've all experienced that sharp sting when someone's words or actions seem to strike at our most vulnerable spots. In these moments, easy to take things personally. I feel as though we are the target of someone else's negativity. But Seneca, with his deep insight into human nature, encourages us to see beyond the immediate hurt. He teaches us that when someone acts in a way that feels hurtful or offensive, it's often not really about us. People's actions are usually shaped by their own perceptions, struggles, and past experiences. It's as if everyone is navigating the world through a unique lens that colors how they view everything, including us. Think back to a time when you may have snapped at someone or acted in a way that wasn't truly reflective of who you are. More often than not, you were probably dealing with something unrelated: stress, fear, insecurity, or perhaps just a really bad day. We can recognize these moments in ourselves. Why not extend that same understanding to others? This shift in perspective, as Seneca suggests, is not just about empathy. It's also about protecting our own well-being. When we stop taking things personally, we free ourselves from the unnecessary pain that comes from believing that everyone's actions are directed at us. It's like putting down a heavy burden, suddenly allowing ourselves to move through life, greater ease and freedom. How do we actually achieve this? How do we stop taking things personally, especially when our emotions are already heightened? It begins with a simple pause. When you feel that rush of hurt or anger, take a moment to breathe and reflect. Remind yourself of Seneca's wisdom. This might not be about me at all. This brief pause can prevent a knee-jerk reaction and give you the space to respond more thoughtfully. It's also about cultivating resilience and understanding. The more we remind ourselves that we don't know the full story behind someone else's behavior, the less likely we are to be deeply hurt by it. And when we do feel pain, because inevitably we will, we can use it as an opportunity to practice our Stoic principles. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this help me grow? Number 8. Be an example. Epictetus, a man who faced more than his share of adversity, didn't just talk about Stoicism, he embodied it every single day. His life was a living testament to the principles he taught, and he encouraged his students to do the same. Make their lives a reflection of their philosophy. It's about allowing your actions to speak louder than words, about making your life a beacon of the values you hold dear. Think about the impact you can have simply by living out your principles. When you show kindness, especially in difficult situations, people notice. Your example might inspire others to act kindly as well. When you stand firm in your integrity, refusing to compromise your values, you set a standard for those around you. And when you confront adversity with resilience and maintain a calm, composed demeanor, you can offer hope to others who are struggling. But how do we actually become this kind of example? It begins with self-reflection. Take time to identify the values that are most important to you. What principles do you want to define your life? Once you have that clarity, strive to align your actions with those values. This means making conscious choices every day that reflect who you are and what you stand for. Of course, none of us are perfect. We all have moments of weakness and lapses in judgment, but being an example isn't about being flawless. It's about striving. It's about making a genuine effort to live according to your ideals, even when it's difficult. And when you do slip up, it's about acknowledging your mistakes, learning from them, and moving forward with even greater determination. Another crucial aspect of being an example is consistency. It's not enough to do the right thing only when it's easy or when others are watching. True integrity is shown in the moments when no one is looking. This consistency in living your values builds trust and respect and sets a powerful example for others. Let's draw inspiration from Epictetus and commit to being living embodiments of our philosophy, whether that's kindness, integrity, resilience, or any other virtue. Let's bring these principles to life through our actions. Remember, you have the power to inspire and influence those around you. By being the change you wish to see, you can light the way for others and create a ripple effect of positive impact in the world. Number 9. Be full of love. Stoicism is often associated with rationality and discipline, but it also has a profound place for love. Seneca reminds us that love isn't merely a feeling, it's an action, an intentional energy that we bring into the world. Love, in the Stoic sense, is dynamic and reciprocal. The more you give, the more it returns to you, sometimes from the most surprising sources. But what does it mean to live with love from a Stoic perspective? It means approaching every interaction with goodwill and benevolence, recognizing the inherent humanity in everyone you meet, even those who may be difficult to deal with. It's about genuinely wishing for the happiness and well-being of others, regardless of how they feel about you. This approach isn't always easy, especially in the face of negativity or hostility, but it's a powerful way to transform both your life and the lives of those around you. To be full of love in the Stoic sense also means practicing forgiveness and understanding. Everyone carries their own burdens and fights their own battles. By choosing love and compassion, we lighten not only their load, but our own as well. This choice allows us to connect on a deeper level, recognizing our shared humanity. Moreover, Stoicism teaches that love extends beyond our relationships with people. It encompasses a loving relationship with life itself. This means embracing life's ups and downs with an open heart, finding joy in the simple things, appreciating the beauty that surrounds us, and engaging with the world in a meaningful and positive way. So how can we cultivate this loving Stoic approach to life? Start with small acts of kindness. Offer a kind word to a stranger, show appreciation to your loved ones, practice daily gratitude, and regularly reflect on your actions and intentions. Ask yourself whether they are rooted in love and kindness. When you encounter negativity or unkindness, try to respond with understanding and compassion, instead of reacting with anger. We're truly honored to accompany you on your path toward wisdom and inner peace. As you continue exploring the profound insights of Stoicism, we encourage you to check out one of the suggested videos on your screen to keep deepening your understanding and practice. Together, let's build a life rooted in virtue, resilience, and meaningful connection. Thank you for being part of this journey, for your dedication to embracing the wisdom of Stoicism in your life. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos from us. As we conclude this chapter, remember that Stoic wisdom is not just an ancient philosophy, it's a living, breathing guide that helps us navigate the complexities of modern life. By embracing these teachings, you choose a path of growth, resilience, and deep inner peace. your presence and engagement are what make this journey so enriching and worthwhile.